Our phones don't have service, we don't have internet connection, so we're just kind of winging it in southern Wyoming. So you never know when you're gonna find a town or not find a town.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Adventures of Shane and Laura. We are excited to announce that we've reached 1,000 subscribers. We're very proud of ourselves and we're thankful to all of you who have made it possible.
So this weekend we have booked a cabin down outside of Jackson, Wyoming, and we're excited to show you the Tetons.
Let's go.
So we are in Cody, Wyoming right now. We're gonna make a quick stop to just pick up a few things for our trip, and we realized maybe we should buy some shoes for Jack because he is walking around.
Walking around now.
And if we're outside, you know, in the dirt and the sticks and all that sort of stuff,
It'd be a little tough.
Yeah, his feet aren't quite ready for that. So we're gonna see if he can walk into some shoes.
I have no idea what his size is. What to buy?
Alright, so this is Jack's first time in Yellowstone National Park, despite the fact that we come here all the time because of the pandemic and just him being really young. It's been hard to get back into Yellowstone, and so we just renewed, or we got a new interagency pass. That's the all parks pass. So if you want to go to a number of national parks in the same year, we highly recommend it, especially if you have access to a park that you can get down to a lot like we do.
Yeah.
Or if you want to go to a number of different parks.
Yep, it's the way to go.
So somebody had trouble holding down his lunch.
We're driving along. We're driving along, and I had jumped back here because he was fussing and stuff, and he just projectile vomits like so much.
I could hear it from up here.
Yeah, it was insane. Luckily, I brought a towel because we can shower at the cabin, and so I had to use that entire towel to clean things up, and now we're just trying to clean up this. He's changed him out of his clothes. Oh.
All right, so our path down to the Tetons is actually taking us through Yellowstone National Park, as we mentioned earlier. We're going all the way around the Yellowstone Lake. I think it's called Lake Yellowstone or Yellowstone Lake. And we're gonna stop at the West Thumb. This is an area that I hadn't really checked out before, but my friend Ryan showed it to me last time we were here. And she's got a lot of cool like geysers. There's like a geyser in the water and stuff. So hopefully you guys will like it. This area here is that some of the geyser activity is actually underwater. You can actually still tell, like, because it bubbles up a little bit.
We made it to the Tetons!
Woohoo! So you might be able to see them in the background. It might be a little blown out. I'm gonna go like this a little bit to get the color right there. You can kind of see it. But we made it. We're at we stopped at a place called Schwabinger Landing.
Yeah.
It's a nice little spot for photography and stuff. We're not going to go down to do that, but we just wanted to show you guys that finally I've brought Laura down here at least 2 times to see them, and it's been socked in both times. We had tons of smoke this time, but thankfully we can finally see them.
I can at least see the outline of them.
And so what's your impression?
I mean, they're pretty amazing.
Yeah, they're pretty spectacular.
Yeah, they're spectacular even when they're covered in smoke, so that tells you a lot.
Yeah, Jack doesn't care. Oh, see, something else.
We just got into Jackson, and it is insane. I knew it was touristy, but it is just a whole nother level.
Just stop and go all the way through from pretty far out of town.
Yeah, for sure comparable to Banff, if not worse.
It's really bad stop and go traffic.
Yeah.
We're just basically parked here.
Yeah,
right now.
we've been stopped for a while.
So we got a good night's rest at the cabin. Jack slept through the night, which was kind of amazing because it did get pretty chilly. The beds were good. Getting into the top bunk was not good at all. It was almost impossible, and I couldn't see at all. And there was it was basically missing a rung in the middle. It was terrible. But anyway, I slept well, at least through the night. I think everyone slept pretty well. Laura's parents joined us when we got to the cabin. Say hi, Laura's parents.
Hello. How are you?
and so yeah, so we're ready to go.
We're headed back up to Jackson. We're gonna go back to the Teton National Park and do some hikes. So we have been driving around for about 2.5 hours, and we tried maybe 3 or 4 different places because we wanted to go on a hike. We have not been able to find a parking spot at any of those places.
We kind of should have taken our own advice from our talk about Glacier National Park, which if you haven't seen those videos, if you're planning a trip to Glacier, we'll post a link. You really do want to get an early start if you want to not have to really fight with traffic. And it's been, you know, we'll make a lap and just hope someone leaves while we're doing it, but it's been pretty bad.
Yeah.
But the smoke has cleared enough to where we're actually able to see the mountains and, you know, getting into the park a little bit instead of the road that skirts the park. The mountains are a little bit clearer, which is nice too. We just decided to take a random turn off, and it's a boat launch, Dead Man's Boat Launch or
something like that. It's with the Snake River. Yeah, so we're gonna go check it out. We haven't really been near any water this trip, so this will be nice.
So we decided to do a hike down here at Schwabinger Landing, and it's a good place to see the Tetons. I don't think you'll be able to see them if I do this because it's so smoky right now, but it's a good place to get a perspective of them because you get away from them a little bit. Obviously when it's smoky like this, it's harder to see them, but they sure look big from here.
Yeah, I'm just excited to get out of the car because we've been stuck in it all day just trying to find a place to go for a hike.
Got done with Schwabinger Landing Trail.
I would definitely recommend it for just a nice kind of nature hike sort of thing. There wasn't very many people, parking was relatively easy, and you got some great views of the Tetons, so you can't beat that.
And it's not technically in the park, so it's kind of, you could go check it out without even having a pass, but it's just a beautiful view of the Tetons, especially when it's not as smoky as it is today, but it's still really nice. And it gives you, I think I said earlier, it gives you perspective for the scale of the mountain, which is cool. All right, so we just parked here in Jackson. It can be really bad. Today it's Sunday, and it's not too crazy crowded. We were able to find a spot in this parking lot, which is basically really close to the downtown square. So not a bad spot to park, but we're gonna just kind of run around Jackson and see what we can find.
Yeah, should be fun.
Yeah. So after having stayed here, we decided that we can definitely recommend the Hoback Guard Station to start your trip around Grand Teton National Park in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. So let's take you inside. We'll take you inside and show you what we like about it. So first of all, you can actually see from the outside, there's electricity. There's even an outlet outside. And then as you come inside, you can see there's a cooktop. Over here you have a cooktop stove, running water. It's not potable. It says that it is in the information online, but it is not. So don't drink the water. Be sure to bring plenty of water if you do stay here. Yeah. But there's plenty of room to cook. There's a refrigerator, microwave, but 4 coffee makers? I don't know why. But it sleeps 6 people, and it has a reasonable bathroom. It's honestly like you can take a shower in it. And then there is hot water, so it's actually for a cabin in the woods, it's pretty well appointed, I guess you would say.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we can say that we definitely recommend it, and we hope that if you guys come and stay here that you really enjoy it too.
Definitely, it was a great time.
Yeah.
So Shane decided that he wants to go down to the Wind River. It's like this really crazy looking drive with a valley and everything, but we don't really know how to get there. So, and our phones don't have service, we don't have internet connection, so we're just kind of winging it in southern Wyoming. So you never know when you're gonna find a town or not find a town, so we'll see how it goes.
So somebody needed a break from the drive, and I think it was probably good to get us out and stop. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere. We don't really have a good place to, you know, no shade or anything, and the view's not exactly compelling, but it's kind of interesting. You can see like this part of Wyoming is just flat or rolling hills and sagebrush as far as the eye can see, literally nothing else. Which is funny because we took this route because we thought it would be interesting to see the Wind River range, and we will see Wind River Canyon. We'll show you guys that. Hopefully you'll like that. But where we are now is just crazy. There's just nothing. But I guess the Oregon Trail came through here. There's a highway marker. It's called the Oregon Trail Cutoff Highway Marker. That's where we found a pullout. But other than that, there's nothing out here. But I can't imagine being on the Oregon Trail. Being out here in a covered wagon for just days and days. Laura's not sure if it was worth the drive.
I'll just say we've been driving south for over an hour and a half when our destination is north. Which was going down around the Shoshone Forest. I don't know, there's some mountains.
Some mountain range.
And then going up so we could go through the Wind River range.
Yeah, I think actually we wanted to go through the Wind River Canyon. I think that was the Wind River range we went around.
Not worth it.
I think we realized afterward that it took us almost twice as long to get down there than we expected, just because of all the stops we needed to make.
To get down there from Belfry to the cabin.
Yeah. And so we should have realized it was going to be more than an extra 45 minutes. It probably ended up being an extra hour 15 on top of being about twice as long as it should have been in the first place. So it was just way too much of a drive. But yeah, hopefully the footage of the canyon is worth it. But in any case, it was a really good vacation, but just so much driving. I think that was just driving and driving and driving. Yeah,
we left at 10 a.m. and we didn't get here until 6 p.m.
Yeah, and it's not nearly that far.
Yeah.
So sorry, Jack. Here, bud. You got it. Okay. So if you like the video, be sure to click that like button, and if you want to see more like it, subscribe. Thanks for watching.